What?
He moved backwards along the spiral and then just...
And then what?
Just dipped off it.
Dipped off it how?
No, you just...
Interesting. Very interesting.
What the hell just happened?
Could you run that back? See how fast he moved in the time spiral? Then get the amount of time, the exact amount of time that passed from the time he dropped off to the time he reappeared.
Okay, great. So what's that gonna do?
It could give us the exact date for the end of the world.
You know, I'm actually starting to get a kick out of that.
Where's Janie?
She has her own mission to accomplish. She'll meet back up with us when the time is right. For now, you need to find the 8th coin.
Would this be enough?
And that's let me finish what I need to do, yes. I'll see you soon.
Your soon or our soon?
All right. So now, how in the hell do we find this Frank Murphy?
Do some research.
Then take a trip back in time to a classic episode of War Dogs.
Help me.
This Thursday night, a full hour of War Dogs, saving the universe, one brick at a time. 10, 9 Central.
When you need news you can trust, the News 22 News Team. News that is news to you.
The body discovered was that of veteran vice detective Thomas Leos. Leos was recently identified as the cartel killer that over the last few years has wreaked havoc on the El Cujo drug cartel. Leos was allegedly triggered into his killing spree after a deadly batch of heroin dubbed Black Death hit the streets. He then spent the next couple of years systematically killing off all the cartel's members, ending with the death of El Cujo himself only a few days ago. It is still unclear as to who or what is responsible for Leos' death. Reporting live for STD 22, I'm Maggie Tyler.
This is interesting. This Frank Murphy guy, he's amazing. Like, straight out of a Chandler novel. Listen to these cases. The turquoise cross, the angel and the canary, the desert.
What?
The desert rose.
He went after the desert rose?
And found it, apparently. The story's kind of vague. I don't know why.
We've got to find this guy. Any way of finding this guy?
There's nothing on him past 1948. It's like he disappeared.
How about relatives? Sons?
I have
daughters?
nothing.
Hey, here's something.
What?
Private Detective Frank Murphy often works closely with San Antonio Police Detective Henry Marshall.
Marshall. Where do I know that name?
Read on.
Detective Marshall went missing 6 weeks ago after the outbreak of a series of brutal killings of bums. Bums? They printed bums.
He said they weren't homeless back then, sweetie. They were still bums.
Police still claim the brutal killings were committed by a wild animal of Henry. Hank. Ladies first.
Got the stats you wanted.
Go ahead.
Given the rate of speed the doctor was moving at the time between his disappearance from the spiral and his re-emergence to it, traveled exactly 15 years and some change.
And some change.
Oh, a few hours and minutes. I mean, I could get more precise, but we're gonna need a calculator.
No, that's good news. That means there's still time.
Still time for what?
Let me show you. Here's the time spiral.
Right?
At this end, that's where we are.
Mm-hmm.
But the doctor went all the way back until he disappeared off the spiral for however long it was, until he
Right.
caught up with us again.
Mm-hmm.
So that means for him to go forward, he has to go back.
I'm so confused.
I need to talk to you.
All right, look. The doctor was able to travel 15 years in the amount of time that he was gone. Which means that if time loops, the difference between now and the point at which the spiral ends is 15 years.
Yes.
Well, that sucks. I'm only going to be 45.
Put that down, that's an antique.
Did that get your attention, Hank? Frank Murphy. Who is he and where can we find him?
I was wondering when you two would try to find me.
Yeah. Been around a while, Hank, haven't you? We knew that about you. Never dawned on us to ask you who you knew in the past.
What do you two want?
Answer.
Who is Frank Murphy? Where do we find him?
Frank Murphy, he was a private dick back in the 40s. He was a friend of mine. He worked with me on some cases when I was a cop. As far as where he is, I haven't got a clue. Ow! He dropped off the face of the earth in about 1948 or 49. I haven't seen him since. What are you trying to find him for?
He has something we need.
Anything he might have found is now lost.
Looks like he did as a rose, huh?
Touché.
Look, Hank, you're our only link to this Frank Murphy, so unfortunately, we're not leaving until we get something better to go on.
What are you trying to find? Maybe I can help you find it.
I want a coin.
Well, shit, why didn't you just say so? I got a mason jar full of them in the kitchen.
Mike was a smartass, Hank. That shade doesn't suit you. I don't want just any coin. I want an old one with unusual markings. It's made of mercury. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Like I said, in a mason jar in the kitchen.
Holy shit.
What, it can't be that much of a surprise for you?
Verga.
Hey! Hey!
Back off.
Is this him? Is this him?
Yeah, that's Frank Murphy.
Culero. You knew. You knew.
You knew. You knew all along and you never said anything? You could have stopped this all!
No, I couldn't! We needed you. We had to have you. We needed you. We needed Mike. We needed all of you. We needed you, and if you would have known, you would have never allowed it to happen. Okay? Do you understand? It had to happen. Ow! Yeah, how do you think I felt? The two of you never said a damn word to me back then. You could have warned me. You could have said something like, hey, don't walk down that dark alley. Hey, watch out for large canine things. But you didn't, and it's a damn good thing you didn't because, yeah, I didn't tell you. But you know what? I've been watching you, and I've been making sure that you were safe and on the right track.
Wait a minute. Back up. Now, did you just say the two of you, as in Frank and Tara, Mike and Tara?
Oops.
Is this me? Is this me? Answer me!
It's okay. Let's go. Hank's wasted enough of our time. Joto.
It's time. Yeah, meet me at Donovan's office. Yeah, I've got it.
Oh, there you are.
I'm taking this, Donovan, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. You know I'll do it.
Oh, Janie, Janie. You know the risk you take when you're dealing with a diabolical madman such as myself? Is you can never be certain if what you're doing is what you want to do or what's part of his plan. I mean, think about it. Do you really think that I would risk coming down here all alone and unarmed? Especially when the odds are pretty good that you'd probably have a gun. You know, with all the time you've been spending with my former innocent killers. Yeah. But you might have picked up a bad habit like,
You just showed your hand, Donovan. You don't want to die tonight, do you? That's not part of your plan.
No. But a good plan is constantly evolving. And you know, I've got a real fondness for plan Bs.
Out of my way.
Sorry, Janie. I can't do that.
Fine. Have it your way.
That was unexpected. Why? Why did you have to do that? She was trying to kill me, Colin. We had a deal. We had a deal. We've had a lot of deals, Colin. How many times have I ever let you down on a deal? Oh, that's right. I'm not very good at keeping up my end of the bargain, am I? Call it a character flaw. I love her. No, Colin, you fuck her, and that's all it is. An animal instinct you feel guilty of having. You stand it up, you dress it up, you parade it around, and you call it love. You know, I think you might be in love. It's like she might have a couple more minutes to live. Why don't you just jump on in there and give her one last shag for the road? Wild, weird, and good. This changes nothing. I know. But I have to try.
IDC project subroutine 329 is complete.
We had 2 alerts. One GM about half an hour ago and one Tachyon about 5 minutes ago.
Where?
Tachyon alert was near one of Donovan's labs in San Antonio. The GM alert was outside the city limits. Well?
Have Blake go back and look at earlier transcripts on the tachyon readings. I want to know where they jumped to. And keep an eye on the cities where Donovan has labs. I think the betas are making their move.
Okay. What about us?
Us? We are going to San Antonio. Right now.
You don't.
Whoa. You got her? Thanks for the confidence vote.
It's about time. I called you over 3 hours ago.
Yeah, I've been busy.
What, licking your balls in the corner? Meanwhile, they've got 7 nukes and we don't know where they're going with them.
7. That is the magic number.
Magic.
Yeah. Hi, man.
Hi, Henry.
It's been a long time.
Yep.
You know, you should have taken that chance that Rose gave you all those years ago. You should have just let it go. No. You had to go on a vengeance trip. Go and fuck everything up. Bring about the end of the world. But why Mike? Why did you have to do in Mike?
I'm really sorry about that. I really am.
Yeah, I'm not. A little mistake meant to save the world.
I hate to interrupt y'all's little stroll down memory lane, but can we get on with this?
You didn't torture her?
It's not my style.
I already know where the 7 are going to be placed if they haven't been placed already.
Where?
They want to bring down Donovan. Destroy him. There's 7 labs related to the moon projects.
They bought 7 nuclear devices. It almost worked, but Smokey made a mistake. He bought one that was already armed.
Already armed? The other 6 weren't?
No, that's how they get them past the detectors. Am I the only one who listens to me?
Where are you getting the material for the other 6 bombs? Where did you get the material for the other 6 bombs?
Where?
The coins.
Damn, Hank.
Tell me they set to go off. Men.
You know exactly what time they're set for.
This is the address of the nuke here in town.
Whoa, there's a nuclear bomb here in town set to go off.
Yes. You got a few hours before it's set to detonate.
What about the other 6?
We don't have the manpower or the resources to get to the other 6 right now.
Then call Homeland Security, the NSA, the Girl Scouts, or somebody.
My guess is the feds already know. We should go.
What the?
Morning, Dr. Fish.
You mean good evening?
You just had a visit from some very interesting people. They asked you to do something, didn't they?
Yeah, look, they didn't tell me it was going to be anything dangerous. I got a family. I mean, I was just doing them a favor. It's no big deal. I can call them and tell them to forget about it. I won't do it.
What did they ask you to do?
To make up an alloy, a mercury-based alloy, something called
Orichalcum.
yeah, orichalcum.
Yeah, you're right. They're trying to reset the timeline. No, we're not going to do that. No, I'm not going to kill him either. I have an idea. Call you back.
Look, I already told you. I'll tell them I won't do it. I'll just forget about it. I won't do it.
No. You're going to do exactly what they asked. Make the orichalcum. And when you do, you're going to give it to me, not them.
Sure, anything you want. Yeah.
You know, just so you don't call them, warn them. So you don't double-cross me. Remember that pain. Remember that pain, Dr. Fish. If you do double-cross me, your wife, your daughter, they will all feel that pain. And so much more. Am I understood?
Yes.
So what are you going to do?
Anything you want. Anything you want.
It's the best answer I've ever heard.